Hi there, this is Steve Kaufman here, and I've been asked to do a video on how I use LingQ for Czech. So here is my sort of landing page when I come to my LingQ area here. And you'll see that I have lessons. I can go check up on my friends. There's a forum. Within lessons, there's a library. And here are the lessons that I have been working on most recently. Insofar, the first thing I want to talk about is where we get our content from. And when I first began doing Czech, I relied very much on our library. So if I go to my library, I can see that, in intermediate, there's a whole bunch of lessons there. I can also go to beginner, and I'll see some lessons. And most of these have been created for us by our members. And we've had good response from Czech native speakers in terms of them creating beginner lessons and intermediate lessons. But I'm now past that. So in fact, I don't rely on our library anymore. I bring in content from elsewhere on the web. So I'll show you how I do that. I typically go to Radio Praha here, which I have as an icon. And I look for those items that have a sound file attached to them, and so I could choose this one here, for example, and open it up, and I find there's an audio file, so I right-click on that and save the link as. So that is now saved into my computer, and then what I try to do is save this here. I go and copy it like so, and copy, and then I go to LingQ here, and I go to an area under lessons which is called import, and import opens up, and you'll see that I have a lot of stuff saved under Radio Prague. So I'm going to add this will be my 31st. I have Radio Prague 1, Radio Prague 2. I'm up to about 60 lessons here in Radio Prague. And I add this lesson. Now I'm soon going to create a new collection called Radio Prague 3. So here I take this title and I put it up here. And the other thing I like to do is I like to get rid of anything that, pictures and stuff that really are only going to mess up my text, because the pictures will not show up in the article as it appears in, anyway, you get the picture here. I don't know if I need to do them all, but that kind of cleans it up. And then I go to look for the sound file that I just downloaded, and I put that there, and then I save it. Okay, so now that article is saving into LingQ. Now, the other source that I have for, let's go back to, here is the Radio Praha site. I can also import from a newspaper. So I go here to České noviny and go in there and see what they've got. I close that. Oh, that looks kind of nice. What I do is I open that, and then I pick an area that I want to save, such as this, and there, and then I go to what's called a Bookmarklet. I click on the Bookmarklet, confirm that this is indeed Czech, and import it. Now that brings that lesson into LingQ. So now I have two lessons that I have loaded into LingQ. This is the one that I just brought in, which is the newspaper one, and you'll notice that there are no sound files attached to it because it's just a newspaper article. So I'm going to, in a separate video, I'll show you how I actually work these texts, but I'm going to focus on this first video on how I find content. So there's that one, and the one that we brought in earlier from the radio station is now sitting in my lessons area. In fact, we can see the two of them here. We see the Radio Praha one, and we see right away that it has 21% new words for me, that it's 3 minutes and 40 seconds long, The newspaper article, of course, has no sound to it, has only 19 new words. 16% of them are new to me. So, we can choose to look at whichever one. Let's look at the one we brought in from the radio station. And here we have a sound bar, because this has sound. We can listen to the sound.
Kaplického chobotnice přece jen stojí. Místo v Praze na Letné ji ale najde.
Now, there's some detailed instructions on what to do with this, which I don't normally need anymore. So, just quickly, I will, in the next video, talk about how I use this page, but you'll notice some of the other things. 76 new words for me. Here are a list of all the words that I have previously saved and that I'm trying to learn that are in this. Now, I'm going to add to these by going after some of the blue words, which are new words. So I think I'm going to stop there so I don't run over my time. And then in the second video, I'm going to talk about what I actually do with these texts. So bear with me while I shut this down.